Hey guys, Christy here. I'm at Darlington Lake, the gathering place for a wedding I'm photographing this weekend. Checking out the parking area. There's a lot of parking for guests. Gonna walk through. So I'm just kind of checking out the patterns of the light on the ground, where the shadows fall. Gathering place, wedding event center, Darlington Lake. It's actually a beautiful venue. So I'm going to take a walk up and see where the bride and groom are going to say their vows. So initially when I saw this, I was like, oh gosh, this is a nightmare situation. The guests are in full sun, the bride and groom are in complete shadow, shade from the gazebo. Hopefully the bride and the groom will get married in front of it and not underneath it. I know that looks like a really pretty thing, but if they are getting married on the inside of it, I'm going to need some additional lighting on the inside in order to be able to see their faces. Plus, the guests are a little bit of a distance away from the gazebo, so in some cases, unless you're a taller person, it'll be difficult for you to see what is going on in there. But it's a beautiful view of the lake and getting married up against the lake. Like I said, hopefully the bride and the groom will get married in front of the gazebo and not on the inside. But I am going to go inside the gazebo and see what the view is from the point of view of the bride and the groom, if they are inside of there. As you might be able to see from this view, what some of the challenges might be if the bride and the groom are on the inside of the gazebo. Now, if it rains, I would strongly encourage that they are inside of the gazebo, and hopefully they have some kind of a tent situation or covering for the guests on the outside, or move the wedding indoors somewhere. These, of course, are my thoughts of what I'm seeing while I'm scouting it. The venue is not dressed for the occasion yet entirely, so some of this is subjective. Okay, so I'm gonna head inside of the gazebo and see what the view's like from there, looking out over the ground. There's the inside. Beautiful view. Great place for images, maybe afterward. This would be the view from the bride and the groom's point of view. As you can see why I would be hoping for them to be out in front of the gazebo instead of inside of it, for the guest's sake. It's a long distance for them to have to look inside. walked out to the groom's area. It did say private residence, but it was more like an Airbnb situation, I think. But this was the view from there. It's a great place to take a shot of the venue. My guess is this is the groom's area. It didn't appear that there were people home. After that, I looked around a bit. This is a great area for a drone shot or drone to go in the air. They do have a beach area here. I'm still looking around for the place that I'd really like to do a first look. I could do a first look in this area, provided on what time of day it is. This would be a good area, provided that it's before guests come. Under this little arc that we just passed, there's a beach area here. I'd be hesitant to do a first look right here because the bride's dress could get dirty. I'm gonna walk up and check out the bride's suite, bride's cabin actually. It's not a suite. This building that you're looking at here is a cocktail bar, probably for cocktail hour while they finish setting up things in the reception area. Just in case there was rain, they had to do a reception modification for a ceremony. The layout of this venue is really nice. How they have these buildings right next to each other, and then the ability to have a bride's cabin and a groom's area, provided that's what that other building is. If I remember right, that's what the bride told me. There didn't seem to be anybody home back there, so. Nice picnic areas for outdoor dining and common areas for outdoor cocktail hours. They also have a fire pit over there on that beach area, so that's pretty romantic. I'm gonna walk back through here. I had attempted to contact the venue multiple times the week before to set up an appointment to go through the venue, but I didn't receive a call back. So I just came out and did my walkthrough because the wedding was approaching, and I do a lot of weddings that are out of state, and I wasn't going to have a chance to get to the venue any later. This is a vendor area where we can drop off our lights and set up equipment. DJs probably use this too. Catering, you name it. So I'm going to take a turn here and walk toward the cabin area. I'm still looking for my ideal first look space. This is the bride's cabin area. She has private parking back here, which is great. It's a garage area. Still haven't found my ideal spot. I have some ideas, but not my ideal spot yet. This is a nice little walkway right here. Okay, so it's quite possible that I could do a first look with the bride coming down this ramp. Or even up it. Oh, my fingers are in that. I didn't realize that I had done that. Whoops. Anyway, we could do a first look up here if it rained. We've got some shadows on the ground. Could add some nice leading lines or accents. I prefer not to have that in the first look though. You could walk the bride down the steps there. I really like this circular spot here to the left. I'll show you in a minute. But if I had the bride come down this ramp, looking in the window, it's very dark on the inside of these cabins. I'm going to need some additional lighting in there. It's very woodsy. So natural light by itself is not going to work in there. We have a lot of yellow tones and basically lighting. I think I like this spot over here, so I'm going to head toward that circular area right there. I could stand the groom up there and have her come down this ramp and do a first look there. That'd also be an ideal night spot or a dancing shot. Lots of options here. Beautiful venue. Looking forward to photographing the gathering place at Darlington Lake.